So first we will talk about the basic maths. Basic maths is the one of the important concept in mathematics. Basic maths, it's not related to a particular chapter. Remember, in mathematics, if you are not knowing the basic maths, it will be too difficult for understanding the other subject, other topics. So let's understand what we are going to learn in the basic maths, and after that we'll be starting. In the basic maths, first things we'll talk about the graph. We'll learn how to draw the graph of the function. This is the tool by which we used to identify, that means we used to visualize the mathematics. If you are not knowing the graph, believe me, 40% of the question of the JEE will be a big problem for you. Not only JEE, any kind of the examination. In mathematics, without graph, nothing can be done. The next things, we talk about inequality. Inequality. In the inequality, we'll talk about the, some polynomial, some other things also. But inequality is the another things which I feel, because when I used to teach with the other part of the mathematics, I always notice that when the inequalities, complicated inequalities comes in front of the children, they always get scared. So that part should be go away. You should be perfect for solving inequality. As like you are perfect for solving the equation. Whenever you have to solve the equation, you don't have to think twice. But inequality when coming, people used to do mistakes. There are the different varieties of the inequalities which we have to see one by one. Third, we will talking about the modulus concept. Again, modulus, all of you know, everywhere it used to come. Modulus, sometimes some people call it absolute value of x, whatever you want to say. So we'll talk about the modulus concept. Not only what is the modulus, how to solve modulus equation, we'll talk about how to solve modulus inequality, and modulus related things we'll discuss here. Next, we'll discuss about the logarithmic concept, log concept. Another important things which we need to discuss in this log concept. So these four part of mathematics, basic maths, which I used to call it basic math, which will give you confidence to understand any particular chapter after this. Because remember, it's not that if you are doing, suppose for example you are doing quadratic equation. To quadratic equation I will use modulus concept also, I will use the log also will be there, there will be graph we have to use heavily. Inequality is the 50% of quadratic is the base on the inequality, so that also has to be clear. So these are the four concepts first we will discuss in this, and it will take time. It will not be that you can assume that it's a 4 lecture it will get over. It will be taking around 15 to 20 hours. But believe me, after this, mathematics, any particular chapter, you can do self-study also. Because maximum 90% students who say mathematics is problem is not really that. It's a problem is that these 4 chapters. And it's not particular chapters. So children never used to study this chapter, this concept. So you have to make it as a chapter and you have to do really good practice out of it. Alright. So let's start with the graph. Graph. We'll learn method of plotting the graph. But before that, I will give you the basic graph which you already must be knowing. Maximum of you are knowing. So, but write down with me and you should know the things. First graph, y equal to x. Everybody understood that y equal to x graph, how it looks. It's a angle bisector of the first quadrant to the y equal to x. Every time this is the coordinate axis, x-axis and y-axis. Next is y equal to x square. It's nothing but the parabola. You can call it vertical parabola. Remember, these are the basic graph which you have to learn it. There is no hard and fast rule. Means we don't have to go by the rule. We have to just memorize. These are the basic graph. Y equal to x square. It's a parabola. Y equal to mod x. I told you the modulus concept, which we'll discuss theory of this later stage. First, we are talking about the only graph. So y equal to mod x graph, it's a V shape. It goes like this. The next graph we used to be y square equal to x, and it's look something like this. It's look something like this. I'll show to you. Yeah, something like this. This is also parabola, but this is the vertical parabola, this is the horizontal parabola, right? In quadratic geometry, when you will study parabola, that time you will see axis and all those things. Right now, I am not talking about that. That is not required. Y equal to root x. Anybody can guess how the y equal to root x graph will appear? Y equal to root x graph. Can I say this is the y equal to root x also? Hello? Can I say this is the y equal to root x also? No. Not at all. One thing fixed in your mind. What is that? In maths, squaring always change expression. Always change expression. Somewhere keep in your notes this point. Squaring always change the expression. What I mean to say? Squaring change the expression. Let me explain by the one of the example. Suppose I say x equal to 3. Look this. Can you tell me this is which kind of equation? It's a linear equation or quadratic? 100% it's linear. It's a linear equation. All of you heard about the linear equation. Am I right? This is a linear equation. Now if I say square both sides, what will you get? X square equal to 9. What is this? This is the quadratic. This is not linear. Can I say these two are same? No, not at all. But this is the quadratic. Here x2 value will be there. Here x only one value is there. How is it possible that linear can be equal to quadratic? Not at all possible. So it means when we square any expression, expression always change. Expression always change. You will get always something extra. You will always get something extra. So those who are thinking that y equal to root x graph is same as y square equal to x graph, because if I will square both sides, I will get y square equal to x. Yes, if you square both sides, you will get y square equal to x only. But if you square this one, the expression will change. Means this expression and this expression are totally different. Expression different in mathematics means what? Their graph are different. Expression different means what? Graphs are different. So, graph of y equal to root x will be which way? It's not this way. Actually, only part of this will come. This is the y equal to root x graph. Y equal to root x. See, y equal to this portion and this portion are same. But here, this portion is not there. Here, this portion is there. So, this is the y equal to root x graph. So, what we learn from here, in maths, squaring always change expression. It changes the expression. Linear will become quadratic, quadratic will become biquadratic. So, always remember, if you have to square it, but you should be ready that you will get some extra thing. Am I clear to everybody? Right? Next, root y equal to x. Root y equal to x. This graph and y equal to x square are different graph. This graph looks like this. This is the root y equal to x. Y equal to x cube. Y equal to x cube. Y equal to x. These are the basic graph which you have to learn it. This is the y equal to x cube graph. Am I right? Next, y equal to 1 by x graph. Y equal to 1 by x graph. The name of this graph is called as the rectangular hyperbola. Rectangular hyperbola. What is rectangular hyperbola and all those things that we'll see later stage. But right now we are giving this name is the rectangular hyperbola. A rectangular hyperbola. The graph of this comes like this. something like this. This will continue. No, don't think it this much only. Okay. Now one important point here. Wait a minute. Now here one very important point. What exactly? If you look this graph, it's never touch or intersect x-axis. It will try to overlap on x-axis. This is also it's try to overlap on x-axis. This is also overlap on y-axis. This is on x-axis. Some graph will be there. It will try to overlap on a line. This line, wherever the graph is trying to overlap, that line is always called as the asymptotes of the curve. Asymptotes of curve. If anybody asking you, is this graph y equal to 1 by x expression, is it having asymptotes? Yes, it's having two asymptotes. One x-axis, another y-axis. One x-axis and other is y-axis. So remember, asymptotes is nothing but the line. It can be any things, any line, not only axis. It can be anything. In detail, you will discuss about the asymptotes in the coordinate geometry. But we should know it's going to play very important role. I will tell you how. In your coordinate geometry, those who studied coordinate geometry, maybe they heard about the hyperbola. Whenever we draw the hyperbola graph, first we draw these two dotted lines. If you really study about the hyperbola, I don't know. And then we used to draw graph of hyperbola between these, because these two are the asymptotes. So asymptotes is not a very difficult thing, very small thing, but we should know about this. How will we find out the asymptotes of any curve? If anybody asking, how will I know that asymptotes are there or not without drawing graph? It's very simple. Check where the y or x will be not defined. For checking asymptotes, check where x or y is not defined. That will give you asymptotes equation. Very simple. Suppose somebody asks you, I want to know, is the y equal to 1 by x having asymptotes or not? Y equal to 1 by x having asymptotes or not? So check. Is it possible y can be not defined? Do you know what is the not defined? Yes. When x equal to 0. When x equal to 0, y will become not defined. So x equal to 0 is the asymptotes. X equal to 0 is the asymptotes of this curve. Are you able to understand? Same way, I can write y equal to 1 by x. So this I can do cross multiplication. X equal to 1 by y also I can write. So is that possible that x can be not defined? Yes. When y equal to 0. Means at this point also this is not defined. At this point also this is not defined. So there are two asymptotes, x equal to 0 and y equal to 0. And you know, x-axis equation, I know maximum of you already know it, but still I am writing. X-axis equation is always written by y equal to 0. If anybody asking what is the equation of x-axis, what do you say? Y equal to 0. And equation of y-axis, x equal to 0. Because on y-axis, x is always 0. On x-axis, y is always 0. So equation of x-axis is y equal to 0 and equation of y-axis is x equal to 0. Am I clear to everybody? Right? So that is why the two asymptotes are there, x equal to 0 and y equal to 0. One more small point. Suppose somebody asking you a question. Ki bhai, tell me, y equal to 1 by x square minus 1. Is it having asymptotes or not? Is it having asymptotes or not? So very simple. First thing, is the y can be not defined? Yes. When this is 0. This total 0. By not defined means what? Something non-zero by 0. Non-zero by 0 will be called as the not defined. Y's are not 0 by 0. 0 by 0 is indeterminate. We'll see later. Not defined. So this is the 1. So this will become not defined only when x square minus 1 equal to 0. That means x equal to 1, x equal to minus 1. Two asymptotes are there. Up now, it's not over. Game is not over. Till now we got two asymptotes, x equal to 1 and x equal to minus 1. X equal to 1 and x equal to minus 1. Now, if we do cross multiplication, we'll get x square minus 1 equal to 1 by y. When x will become not defined, when y will become 0, so y equal to 0 is also asymptotes of this curve. Y equal to 0. So this curve having three asymptotes, x equal to 1, x equal to minus 1 and y equal to 0. Have you understand the point? There are three asymptotes of this curve. If anybody asking you, tell me, is this curve having asymptotes or not? So think, is the y possible can be not defined? No. Whatever x you put, y will be always defined. Because there is nothing in denominator. Is the x can be not defined? No. Because whatever y you put, x will be defined. X can be imaginary, that is a different situation. I am talking about not defined. So this does not have asymptotes. Does not have asymptotes. Do you understand the point? That's why y equal to x square, see, there is this graph will go simply like this. It will never try to overlap on a line. Are you getting my point? So there is no asymptotes of that. To know the asymptotes, we don't require the graph. By that directly we can see by using this point which I tell. Check where x and y are not defined. That is the way to calculate the asymptotes. I am sure that everybody is able to understand the point very clearly. Right? Let's continue. We taken the somewhere little bit break. Fine. Now, so y equal to 1 by x graph we see. Next graph is very important. Y equal to log x base a. Log graph. I don't know you know about the log or not. Much detail about the log we will study in the log concept. I told you in basic maths we are 4 pillars is there. One is the graph, inequality, modulus, logarithmic. So in the logarithmic we will discuss. Right now just graph. Log graph we can draw on something problem happened with the system. So broken. Till where? Yeah, log. I was talking about log. Sometime computer create problem. Anyway, so we are trying to learn the graph of y equal to log x base a. Remember, graph of log always depend on the base. Base is what? This is called as the base. Suppose if I say y equal to log 10 base 2. So this is the base 2. Understand? So whenever you have to draw the graph of log, always you have to check what exactly the base of the log. If base is greater than 1, then the graph will be increasing graph. Which graph? Increasing graph. And graph will look something like this. This will never touch or intersect x-axis. Sorry, y-axis. This coordinate is 1, 0. Does not matter ki a is the 2 or 5 or 7. A should be greater than 1. If a greater than 1, graph will be like this. Remember, this will never intersect or touch y-axis. It will keep on going down. Means trying to overlap on y-axis, but it never able to overlap. So this is called as the what? Asymptotes of this curve. So log asymptotes is the y-axis. Only one asymptotes are there. Now, and another possibility, if a lie between 0 and 1, the graph will be decreasing graph. This is the increasing graph. And if a is between 0 and 1, graph will be decreasing graph, something like this. Still this point is 1, 0. Only two possibility of the graph is there. Suppose somebody say, what is the graph of y equal to log x base 3? I will say this one. Because base is greater than 1. If I say what is the graph of y equal to log x base 100, this one, because base is greater than 1. If I say what is the graph of y equal to log x base 2 by pi, so pi is greater than 1. Yeah, sorry, greater than 3. So 2 by pi will be less than 1. Right? Pi is the 3 point something. So 2 by pi will be less than 1. So this is the less than 1, this graph will be there. You may be wondering, sir, what will happen if base is 1? Or base 1 log is not defined. That's why graph is not there. If anything graph is not there, means that expression will not be defined for that. You may be noticing that we don't have graph for a negative. It means this log is not defined for negative value of a. Understood? More detail about that, when it's defined, when it's not defined, all these things we will study in the log chapter. Means fourth pillar of the log, this basic maths. Is it clear? Next, y equal to a power x graph. It's an inverse of log graph. Inverse means inverse, as like no, inverse of plus is the minus, inverse of multiplication is the division. Same way, inverse of log is the power function. This is the power function. Understand meaning of this. A power x means what? Constant to the power variable. We'll use this logic we graph only when we are getting constant to the power variable. Understood? Now, when a lie between a greater than 1, again two cases, a greater than 1, a greater than 1, it will be increasing graph like this. It will never touch x-axis. And this coordinate will be 0, 1. Increasing graph. Asymptotes, x-axis. Only one asymptotes, x-axis. Their asymptotes was y-axis. In the log, y-axis. In the power function, this one. When a lie between 0 and 1, graph will be decreasing graph. This way. This way. This coordinate again 0 and 1. Does not matter ki a is the 2 or 3 or 5 or whatever. It will be 0 and 1 only. Understood? This is the way. Decreasing graph. Have you understood? Now don't think that, sir, if a equal to 1, then y value will become 1. See, 1 power x is the 1. So no need of drawing graph. Right? Suppose somebody say y equal to 3 power x graph. This graph. Y equal to 7 power x graph. This graph. Y equal to 2 power 5 raised power x. 2 by 5 is the less than 1. So this graph. Everybody able to understand? So this is the power function graph. These two are the logarithmic graph and power function graph are most important graph which we are going to use it. Remember, I didn't start the method of plotting the graph. That we have to start later. So basic only. And 3 more graph which I am sure ki everybody knowing. But if you are not knowing, I am just telling you. Y equal to sin x graph. Y equal to sin x. Y equal to sin x. Y equal to sin x graph. This way. Something like this. It's start from origin. Be clear. Sin x graph start from origin. I hope everybody knowing this point is 1. This is minus 1. Correct? In trigonometry, we will study more about the sin, cos, tan. Here just graph. Cosx graph. Notice the difference between shape and size is same. Sin x as well as cos x. But sin x pass through origin and cos x always here. It does not pass through origin. Am I clear to everybody? Next, y equal to tan x. Y equal to tan x. How the graph look? This is slightly difficult appearance will come. Try to understand. More detail will say tan x I am not going to use at all. This is just simply I am drawing. Tan x graph. Look like this. Please just write it. We are not going to use in the graph. In the trigonometry only we will study. Tan x graph. And this will keep on continuing. So till now we discuss about what is the meaning of the basic graph. These are the basic graph which you should remember. Rest I will give you methods. So let's understand the method of plotting the graph. Method of plotting the graph, right? Method of plotting the graph. Method of plotting the graph. plotting the graph. I will give you 8 methods, and that 8 method is more than sufficient to draw the graph of any function till your application of derivative in calculus. In calculus, we will see again tracing of curve. That's called the tracing of curve. That will draw some other way also. So, 2 part of the graph is there. Graph first, before your mathematics start, I am teaching you. Another in between the calculus, one more point I will teach for the graph. That will take care of the rest type of graph. But after this 8 method, you will able to solve maximum question. And remember, no examination asks you that you draw the graph of function. Graph is a tool by which we solve mathematics question. Understand? It's a very, very important to understand the things. First one, write down. For the graph of y equal to f of x plus a, displace the graph of y equal to fx by mod a unit in the opposite direction of a along the x-axis. I will explain, don't worry. First thing, what is this method and when it has to be used? Whenever with the x any constant is added, whenever with the x any constant are added or subtracted, then only will use this method. Whenever with the x any constant is added or subtracted, then only will use this method. This constant, we'll call it as a. That's what I'm calling as a. Understand? So whenever with the x any constant is there, we'll apply this method. Let me explain by example. I hope all of you wrote the theory, right? Suppose somebody say, I want to draw the graph of y equal to x minus 1 whole square. Y equal to x minus 1 whole square. First, watch me carefully. After that, only write. Okay. Some graph we have to draw. Think like this. Some graph we have to draw. In this graph, is there any constant added or subtracted with the x, with the variable? Yes, minus 1. We added minus 1. Don't look this constant. This is the power, bhai. This is not with the x. With the x, any constant added? Yes. What is added? Minus 1 added. Correct? First step. To draw this graph, remove that constant. This constant, remove it. Y equal to x minus 1 whole square. Remove this. I am removing. Watch it. Remove. What do you want? You will get always a basic graph, which I already taught you. Any one of that will come, 100%. Don't worry. Y equal to x square graph, do you know? Yes, I know. How the y equal to x square graph? This is your y equal to x square graph. Yes or no? Y equal to x square. See, always try to, what I said here in the method, to draw this graph, displace the graph of y equal to fx. So first you have to get fx. And how will you get fx? Remove that constant, you will get fx. And when you remove the constant, 100% sure you will be knowing that graph. Now, what I want y equal to x minus 1 whole square. That means a value is what? Minus 1. Wait, x plus a. If you compare with the x plus a value is what? Minus 1. So what I said in the method, you have to displace the graph of y equal to fx by mod a unit. Why I wrote mod? Because a may be positive, may be negative. We have to displace, so you have to take only positive value. So mod a will take mod a unit in the opposite direction of a. In the opposite direction of a. Think carefully. I have to displace this graph by how much unit? Mod minus 1 unit. Mod minus 1 means what? 1 unit. In the opposite direction of a. What is the a sign? Negative. So we will displace in positive direction. along x-axis. Remember, in this coordinate axis, this is called as the positive x-axis direction, this is the negative x-axis direction, this is the positive y-axis direction, this is the negative y-axis direction. Do you understand the point? Correct? So this graph, y equal to x square graph, I have to displace by how much unit? Mod of minus 1. What does mean by mod of minus 1? 1 unit. So we'll hold it and we'll displace it by mod a unit. See, I am displacing. Yeah. Whatever you will displace, that is the mod a only. Yeah. Displace. Done. This is the graph of y equal to x minus 1 whole square. Have you understand? If you displace 1 unit, the thing, this coordinate will be what? 1, 0. And this coordinate, to get coordinate on y-axis, always put x equal to 0. For x-axis, put y equal to 0. For y, put y equal to 0 because x-axis equation is y equal to 0. For y-axis point, put x equal to 0. If you want to get this point, you have to put y0. If you put y0, x equal to 1. Now to get this point, I will put x equal to 0. So I will get y equal to minus 1 whole square. Means 0, 1. Do you understand? Maybe some of you will find little bit difficulty if you are doing first time. Okay? But believe me, after doing 5-10 questions, you will become master. It's a very simple. With x any constant is there are 3 steps. Listen me carefully. First step. With the x any constant is there or not? If it's there, take that constant with the sign, remove it. You will get a basic graph. Draw that basic graph and then see that constant. If constant positive, displace left side. If constant negative, displace right side. How much unit? Mod a unit. Finish. Your question answer will come. Are you able to understand? Suppose somebody say that draw the graph of y equal to mod of x plus 3. Is there any constant with the x? Yes. Plus 3 is there. Remove it. Kill it. You'll get y equal to mod x. Y equal to mod x graph, do you know? Yes. V shape. Now, I want what? Y equal to mod of x plus 3. So, 3 unit. Where? Left or right? Hello? Left or right? Left side. Because a is the plus 3. Understand? By what unit? 3 unit. 3 unit. Means this unit 3. If you want to get this point, x-axis point, what I said, put y equal to 0. If you put y equal to 0 here, you'll get mod of x plus 3 equal to 0. The x plus 3 equal to 0. Means x equal to minus 3. So this coordinate minus 3, 0. Remember, on x-axis point will be something comma 0. And to get this point, I will put x equal to 0. So what will get? Y equal to mod 3 is the 3, 0, 3. On y-axis, it will be 0, something. I'm sure you able to understand everybody. Is it clear? Let's see one more question. I want y equal to root of x minus 2. So remove the constant. What will get? Y equal to root x. Y equal to root x graph this way. Y equal to root of x minus 2 means a value minus 2 will displace in which direction? Right side direction, because a negative to x positive direction of x-axis. By what unit? By 2 unit. So displace it. If you displace it, will look like this. And what is this coordinate? By 2 unit if you displace, so 2, 0. Do you understand? This is the graph of y equal to root of x minus 2. Have you understand? Suppose somebody say that I want the graph of y equal to log x plus 1 base 3. I want the graph of y equal to log x plus 1 base 3. Very simple. Very, very simple. How simple? First remove the constant. Don't remove this constant. This is the base. I said remove that constant which is with the x. So with the x plus 1 is there. Remove it. So what the basic graph will come? Y equal to log x base 3. Draw that graph. this? Yes or no? What is this coordinate? 1, 0. Remember all of you? Now I want what? Y equal to log x plus 1 base 3. Means now 1 unit this graph will shift where? Left side, because a value plus 1. Am I clear? Think, this is the 1, 0. Means this length is 1 unit. If you displace 1 unit, let me show you. Let me show you. This is the log x graph. Yes. This is log x graph. Let's change the color. This is 1, 0. Means this length 1 unit. Yes or no? Now I have to shift this graph 1 unit left side. This is already 1, 0. This length 1 unit. If you shift 1 unit left side, what will happen? It will coincide with the origin. It will coincide with the origin. Are you able to understand the point? This is the graph of y equal to log x plus 1 base 3. But remember one thing. Here one very interesting thing. This graph was having asymptotes or not? What is the asymptotes equation? X equal to 0. Y-axis equation is what? X equal to 0. If you shift graph 1 unit left, so graph asymptotes is also part of the graph. So asymptotes also will shift left side by 1 unit. So new asymptotes will come something like this. See, this is your new asymptotes. Earlier this graph was trying to overlap on y-axis. Now it will try to overlap on this dotted line. What is the equation of this dotted line? This is the x equal to 0. If you shift 1 unit, this is the equation x equal to minus 1. So asymptotes of this curve is x equal to minus 1. I hope able to understand everybody. Is this clear? Now, let's see some more examples. Suppose I want to draw the graph of y equal to 1 by x plus 2. Slightly beautiful question. First, basic graph. For that, what I will do? I will remove this constant. With the x, whatever constant is there, so plus 2 is there, I remove. So basic graph y equal to 1 by x. And this graph will be looking something like this. Yes. Yes or no? Up this graph I have to shift by what unit? By 2 unit. In which direction? Negative direction. Because a value is plus 2. So we have to displace left side. Watch carefully everybody. Y equal to 1 by x plus 2. Now what I am going to do? If you shift 2 unit left side. Think carefully. 2 unit left side. 2 unit left side. Let me copy. No, I cannot copy. Take 2 unit left side. Both graph. 2 unit. And this is also 2 unit. See? Something like this will come. Now, the new asymptotes will be this. And how to get this coordinate? This coordinate, this is the y-axis coordinate, so x equal to 0. If you put x equal to 0 here, you'll get 0, 1 by 2. This graph, maybe some of you will find little bit difficulty, but believe me, it's very simple. This whole graph, you have to push it towards left by 2 unit. So it will appear like this. Am I clear to everybody? Is it clear? We'll do more question as a worksheet. Will be given to you with this lecture. Okay. Let's go to the second method. Those who are not becoming very comfortable, don't worry. As the method will move, you will become more and more better idea. Okay. It's very easy. Write down. For the graph of y equal to fx plus b. Watch it carefully. Here in the first method, we added a constant with the x. but there may be chance कि constant can be added with the whole function. So this is the method on that basis. For the graph of y equal to fx plus b, displace the basic graph. Displace the graph of y equal to fx, because basic graph, how will you get? Remove this constant, you will get the basic graph by mod b unit in the same direction of b, in the same direction of b along the y-axis. For the graph of y equal to fx plus b, displace the graph of y equal to fx by mod b unit as like mod a unit. But there, if constant added with the x, we are displacing in the opposite direction of a. But if constant added with the whole function, will displace in the same direction of b, but not along x-axis. Now will displace along y-axis. Means if b positive will displace upward, if b negative will displace downward. You will understand by example only. Suppose I want to draw the graph of y equal to x square minus 4. Y equal to x square minus 4. So first thing, what is the basic graph? First check, what is the constant? Is the constant added with the x? No. With the x, no constant added. Means first method we don't have to apply. With the whole function, any constant added? Yes, I can see minus 4. Remove that constant. I remove. So what I get? Y equal to x square. So we got basic graph. Y equal to x square. Now we want y equal to x square minus 4. So means we have to displace this graph by 4 unit. In which direction? In the same direction of the b. B is what here? Minus 4. So will displace in negative direction of y-axis. Same direction. By what unit? By 4 unit. So graph will be, just simply pull this down. If you pull this graph down, how it will look? Yes or no? Yes or no? This is the graph. Finish. Question over. This is the graph of y equal to x square minus 4. The graph of y equal to x square minus 4. Now point we have to write properly. What is this coordinate? This is the coordinate on y-axis. So I will put x equal to 0. So this coordinate 0 comma minus 4. This points on x-axis. So I will put y equal to 0. If you put y equal to 0 here, you will get 0 equal to x square minus 4. Means x square equal to 4. That means x equal to plus minus 2. So common sense, this coordinate 2 comma 0 and this coordinate minus 2 0. Is this clear? Whenever any graph you are drawing, so always write the point on x-axis and y-axis. I'm sure it's clear to everybody, right? Okay, let's see some more questions so that we can get better idea. Suppose I want a graph of mod x plus 3. The basic graph, remove constant, mod x. Now you can draw. Before me, you can draw here. Mod x. We want mod x plus 3. So 3 unit upward. We will displace 3 unit upward. Tick. And tick. This is 0 comma 3. Finish. Question over. Nothing is there in the question. Hello. Are you able to understand? One more question. Let's take. Suppose I want the graph of y equal to 2 plus root x. 2 plus root x. So, is there any constant with the x? No. With the whole function? Yes. Remove that constant. What will come? Y equal to root x. Y equal to root x graph. We know. I want y equal to root x plus 2. So, 2 unit upward. From here upward, see, actually root x graph is this. Am I right? This graph, I have to shift 2 unit up. Shift it. Finish. What is this coordinate? To get this coordinate, I will put x equal to 0. So y equal to 2, so this 0 comma 2. Have you understand? This is simple, very simple, not at all difficult. Can I go ahead? Is it clear? Let's see the next question. Suppose I say that I want to draw the graph of y equal to 3 power x. We want the graph of y equal to 3 power x plus 1, right? So first thing, remove this constant. You'll get y equal to 3 power x. So y equal to 3 power x graph, how it will look? It will look something like this. Remember, a power x, you can refer your notes, a power x. But be careful, this graph having asymptotes, and when asymptotes are there, you have to be careful. This coordinate 0, 1. Now I want y equal to 3 power x plus 1. So 1 unit graph will be shifted. 1 unit. Watch carefully. 1 unit. Earlier asymptotes was where? Y equal to 0. Now if you shift 1 unit, so new asymptotes will be y equal to 1 or not? Hello? Y equal to 1. So first I am drawing asymptotes itself. Yeah. This is the new asymptotes. Why? This is the x, y-axis is the asymptote. Suppose, let me take it. Suppose this is the y-axis, this black color pen. And on this pen, another asymptotes is there because both are coinciding. Now, if you shift graph 1 unit up, so what will happen? Y-axis will not shift, but with the y-axis, whatever asymptotes are there, that will get shifted 1 unit. So new asymptotes will look like this. Am I right? And the graph is saying ki start from asymptotes and do like this. So we do like this. Have you understand the point? Is it clear to everybody? This is the graph. How to get this coordinate? This coordinate, obvious. It's a very simple. How to get it? This will be 0, something. How to get that something? X equal to 0, I will put here. So 3 power 0 is 1. 1 plus 1, 2. So 0, 2. This is the this is the y equal to 1. This is the graph of y equal to 3 power x plus 1. I am sure able to understand everybody. Yes or no? So this is the graph is second method. One more question we should do. Let's do one more. Suppose I want y equal to 1 by x plus 1 graph. Same thing. Now also constant added. See, we did y equal to 1 by x plus 1 previously. Now plus 1 is added, not in the x, in the whole function. So first basic graph, y equal to 1 by x, y equal to 1 by x, y equal to 1 by x. Watch. Wait. Yep. And this one. Yes. Now this graph I have to shift 1 unit above. Check how I am doing. I will take advantage of the computer. Just I will copy paste. Of course, you cannot take that advantage, but I can. Wait a minute. Let me do something. Wait. I'm doing for a particular purpose. Let me. Yes, this is the graph. Am I right? Now, this graph I have to shift it 1 unit up. 1 unit up. Let me. Is there any option to make them? No option. Okay, so I have to do manually only, no other option. I thought something we can do better way. So 1 unit up, shifting, watch, 1 unit up, and same way this also will be shifted 1 unit up. So basically your new asymptotes came somewhere here. This is. Do you understand? Simply shifted 1 unit. See, it's a better key. When you will draw in your copy, you will easily understand. What is this coordinate? Because only one intersection is there. This coordinate on x-axis, I will put y equal to 0. If you put y equal to 0 here, the 0 equal to 1 by x plus 1. So 1 by x equal to minus 1. X equal to 1 by minus 1 means minus 1. So this coordinate minus 1, 0. I am sure you understood everybody. Right? This is second method. 6 more method we have to do. But now, before going to the next method, you need to do at least 15-20 questions. For that, the worksheet is attached with this lecture. You must complete it. Try it. And after that, the solution will be given to you. Right? So, see you in the next lecture. Thank you.